Well, Tracy, Jim, the gun we're talking about is the Sig Sauer P320. It's a pistol. It's used by several law enforcement agencies. And in this new lawsuit, several law enforcement agents say their guns went off without them pulling the trigger. Abrahams is one of several people across the country who are now suing gun manufacturer Sig Sauer, accusing the company of making a defective gun that sometimes fires on its own. While Abrahams filed his lawsuit back in June, just this week more than a dozen more people joined a federal lawsuit against the company who all say their guns went off unintentionally.
A massive lawsuit has been filed against Sig Sauer over the P320 pistol. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC, P.A.N. Firearms for your NRA certification and multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. And let's talk about this. Now, this is for, I don't have the exact date of the actual lawsuit, but this is dated December 2nd. I'm going to go right into this. Now, let me give a disclaimer. I have never owned a P320 pistol. I have never shot one, but I've never owned one. So this is going to be purely informational. I'm not giving my opinion on it because I don't know. I can only present the facts as they are listed. So knowing that, I'm going to jump right into this article here. This is a lawsuit filed by 20 plaintiffs claiming that the Sig Sauer P320 pistol fires if it hits the ground in a specific way. Okay. Now this is come down to here. Newington-based Sig Sauer is facing a new legal complaint from 20 individuals, including law enforcement officers and military veterans, who claim they were injured when the company's pistol fired without a trigger pull. The new suit is the latest in a string of similar cases that alleges Sig Sauer's popular P320 striker-fire pistol has a design flaw that has led to unintentional discharges of the weapon, often while still holstered. The company has repeatedly denied the P320 is unsafe. It has yet to respond to the latest legal filing and didn't respond to a request for comment. Quote, each time this gun misfires and fires without the user's intent, it is not only harming that individual, but these guns are a risk to anyone around, said Bob Zimmerman, a Philadelphia-based attorney with the firm Salt, Mongaluzzi, and Bendesky, which is representing the plaintiffs in the latest filing and has repeatedly sued the company for other alleged injuries. And that's very interesting, is they seem to be at the forefront of these lawsuits. But in 2017, a prominent online gun shop pulled the 320 from its shelves, citing its concerns that the weapon could fire if dropped from the wrong angle. That prompted Sig Sauer to issue what it called a voluntary upgrade of the weapon, which included hardware changes to the trigger and striker. In the latest lawsuit, plaintiffs allege that the newer version of the 320 can also discharge when dropped or struck from certain angles. Now, they're going to get into the lead plaintiff, Fernando Armendariz, and is a U.S. Customs and Border Patrol agent, who alleges that his department issued the 320 suddenly and unexpectedly discharged while he was reholstering it in April 2021, resulting in a gunshot wound to his thigh. There are 18 other similar incidents claimed in the lawsuit. As I said, I've never owned one. It's just interesting that while he was reholstering it, that it fired and shot him in the thigh. You know, strong side. Let's say most people are right-handed, so he holstered it and it fired. Wow. Okay. But once again, like I said, I've never owned one, so let me keep going. The lawsuit also includes two members of the Milwaukee Police Department, Adam Maritato and Robert Parks, who were involved in an alleged drop fire incident July 2020 during a confrontation with a suspect. Parks' department issued P320 allegedly fired while his hands weren't on the weapon, resulting in a bullet wound to Maritato. Then they keep going on with other people who have apparently had issues. Now, this is an interesting section here that Sig Sauer has previously settled some lawsuits involving alleged discharges. This summer, the gunmaker prevailed in a suit involving a Hillsborough man who claimed his P320 discharged without a trigger pull. The company also recently successfully blocked a proposed class action suit that centered on financial harm for 320 owners. Okay, and then the lawyer says that he's confident his plaintiff will prevail, but he's a lawyer, he has to play the propaganda game. Fine, but I'm gonna jump over here. Okay, this was from September of 2022, where a judge sided with Sig Sauer in an accidental shooting lawsuit. Okay, the lawsuit claims Sig Sauer knew advertisements about the pistol's safety features were false. But come down to here, a federal judge ruled in favor of the gun manufacturer Sig Sauer in a lawsuit filed by a man who accidentally shot himself in the leg with the company's 320 pistol. Okay, U.S. Judge Landaya McCafferty said last week that the plaintiff, Kyle Guy, failed to prove that Sig Sauer was aware that he had sold the pistol in an unreasonably dangerous condition in December 2016. Guy, who said in the lawsuit that he has substantial firearms experience, claimed he was removing his holster with the pistol secured in it when the pistol fired and hit him in the right thigh without ever touching the trigger, according to a report from American Military News. You know, that's kind of hard to prove. You can make that claim, you know, I was just pulling the gun, the holster off, and the gun just fired. If you're the only person there, well, you know, I don't see anything saying that there were witnesses to this. You can make that claim. There was a woman many years ago, this kind of led to the Remington 700 trigger recall, who claimed that she was just pulling out as a Remington 700 and it fired and it killed her child. Once again, there are no witnesses to this. It's kind of hard to, you know, I have a tough time with that. But Guy said he purchased the pistol after seeing a 6-hour advertisement promising safety without compromise and boasting the P320 pistol won't fire unless you want it to, a claim he argued the company knew was false. As evidence, now there we go. Guy introduced a body cam video of an alleged misfire of a P320 pistol by Roscommon, Michigan Sheriff's Department officer Michael Richardson in February 2016. The video shows Richardson sitting in his cruiser on the highway before attempting to help a stranded motorist, with the officer having his holster P320 suddenly fire as he attempts to exit his vehicle. Although the incident took place months before Guy purchased his pistol, McCafferty ruled that he failed to prove the company was aware of the incident or had seen the video before 2016. Now, I'm going to come out of that. Once again, I have to reiterate strongly, I don't own a 320. I cannot make any claims to anything here. I'm just reporting what has been written as the statement goes. Now, this gentleman, Guy, in this lawsuit here, claims that he just removed the holster, the gun was in the holster, and the gun just fired. It's kind of tough. I'm having a hard time with that one. Is it possible? Yes. But I'm having a hard time with it. But it's interesting. One thing I found is interesting is that the same law firm is who's taken on other cases against 6 hours, taken on this one. That one I find interesting. But we're gonna have to watch this and see how it develops, because this was September of 2022 that the judge sided with 6 hour. Now this new filing is December. So we're gonna have to watch and see how this progresses. Just interesting with all the lawsuits against gun manufacturers by victims of, or the families of gun violence, that this now crops up. They claim it, but once again, we have to watch and see how this plays out. As I said, I have a hard time with the story that was told. Is it possible? Yes. So I wasn't there, so I can't make a claim against it. But once again, we all know the rule. You know, keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. That's it. Can't be put any simpler than that. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes, because the 320 did have recalls. So, once again, I'm just reporting it as is written. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.